Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'd like to welcome everybody to the live stream. This is day 7. Day 7 of our live stream. So those of you know, if you don't know, you soon know. Welcome to day 7. Today we're taking things to the next level in building our 60 plus AI agent agentic force, a team of specialized AI agents that work together like a real organization. Instead of relying on a single individual AI system, we're exploring how we can build multiple agents that can collaborate together, communicate together, divide responsibilities, tackle complex work tasks and workflows. Think of it as creating an AI company where each agent has the unique role from research to planning to coding to quality assurance to marketing, customer support, and it's all orchestrated. So during this live stream, we're going to cover how to design an effective multi-agent architecture, assign the roles and responsibilities to specialized agents, coordinating communication, task delegation between agents, scaling from a through handful of agents to a workforce of 30 to 60 plus agents, best practices for monitoring, optimizing, and managing agents and agent systems. And by the end of this session today, you would have understood how to build and scale a AI workforce capable of handling the most sophisticated tasks within real world business environments, right? Without the minimum intervention of human beings, what we call a digital AI workforce, right? So whether you're building an AI powered business, automating your operation systems, or experimenting with the future of AI, this session is packed with practical insights. What I'm going to show you live demonstrations on the platform that we have built called SupremeX.ai agents, right? So first of all, people always talk about building a native AI company. So I wanted to touch on that. What is actually a native AI native company? It's a term that now you're being heard thrown about here and there. So what does that actually mean? Before we start, right, and I'll show you our workforce, let's talk about this concept becoming increasingly popular now. An AI native company doesn't simply just use AI tools. It's built all around AI from the ground up. It isn't like add-ons, a productivity hack. It's part of the company's operating systems. Traditionally, companies hire people to perform the most operational tasks and then add software to support them. An AI native company flips that model completely 360 degrees on its head. It begins by asking which parts of this business can you automate with agents and that they can own that process, right? Instead of assigning every process to a human being, you design a digital workflow with digital agents who can do research, analyze, plan, write code, communicate, monitor, execute tasks all around the clock. And human beings become the architect of that, reviewing, making decisions, while the AIs handle all the day-to-day operations and the execution. So the execution layer is dealt with, right? So think of your organization of having two workforces: a human workforce, which comes visionary, creativity, leadership, relationships, and final decisions, and an AI workforce, which actually consists of execution, research, analysis, reporting, automation, marketing, sales, you name it. Right? Every AI agent has a clear role, a responsibility, sets of tools, a memory, and goals, just like employees, right? Some agents specialize in marketing, others in engineering, others in finance, others in customer support, some in compliance, product management, operations, and so forth. But above all of this sits the orchestration layer, right? That coordinates the work, assignments, and keeps everything aligned. So this isn't about replacing people. It's about dramatically increasing what small teams can accomplish, literally, and they can accomplish major things, especially if they're an army of 50 to 60 plus AI agents. Imagine start up with 5 people operating a company like as if there were 50 people. Every team member is supported with a fleet of intelligent AI agents, right? That's the promise of being AI native. Today's technology finally makes it practical. Large language models, long-term memory, reasoning systems, workflow automation, APIs, MCPs now all orchestrate and let us build together a strong, powerful organization. AI don't just answer questions, it actually contributes to the business. This is exactly what we're building today. Like we are building a native platform of AI agents. What we can offload into your business to become and build a digital workforce. So let's take a look. And this is the future of work. Like I say here, we have an army of AI agents that we have deployed at work. We've got a sales agent, a YouTube script agent, a sales script agent, a 24-hour launch manager, YouTube optimizer, B-roll agent, a channel planner. These are all different agents that we have running, right? Which we at any one point in time. A weekly scorecard agent, right? So this is the new world. This is the new world. This is how the new world looks, right? So I want you to be in this new world, right? I want you to take shape in this new world. So let me give you a quick introduction for those of you on the stream for the first time. This is a swamp of AI agents working, right, diligently in the background, right? The ones that are green are in motion to complete something or they're on a run. The ones that are gray are ready to be aligned. This is the new workforce. Before we used to hire like 30 plus people in the Philippines, right? Now we've flipped that whole business model on its head because some of our team members, what it took to do in 2 to 3 weeks, an agent can do it in 5 minutes. So we've compacted the productivity time down significantly, right? Which leads to greater productivity and more output. So the question is, how much more output can you get? And if you can get tremendous amount of more output, would you be much more profitable? That's the question. So the agents that we deploy in our business and in our clients' business, right, have a major change, major breakthrough, right? This is what's you're able to go out and compete on a major scale significantly. So the agents also work together from a playbook. The playbook is the industry playbook for the company, where we have the overview, the ICP, the sales process, the hooks, the objections, the SOPs, the knowledge bank, all about the company and how it operates, right? So occasionally we'll be coding, right? This platform, which we normally code, we have a group of agents that we go and code, right? And help us to assist us. We've got a briefing agent, a front dev agent, back end, a bug fixer, tester, a live project manager, right? Which we also report to, right? So this is the future of work. Also, we create missions. So we have the army of agents. Let me just go here. We've got an army of agents that we have here. And also we turn on the playbook so the agent can be injected into the playbook. So here's our missions, right? We can create, once we have agents, we create missions what run continuously. So it's not just like isolated agents working on their own. No, mission control, we can speak to mission control, right? What agents say can we deploy today? right? Because it knows a whole playbook, industry playbook. So we can speak to mission control, which is another agent, and that agent helps us significantly, right? Let's see what it's saying. It's taking some time. While that's deploying, right? Yes, it's just come back, right? These are the different agents that is saying that now agents ready for immediate deployment, right? I've categorized them. The content agent, the planning agent, and we've got to look at this TikTok agent. It's been some time. The script writing agent, paid acquisition, right? These are agents that it can deploy, right? At any given time. So we're always on top. We're talking about grouping agents together. So how was it able to pull back that information? Basically, it's got access to our knowledge book, and we do have a CCO, which we're just going to do, a chief operating officer, who communicates the strategy of what's actually happening, right? It communicates the strategy. So let me see. Let me just communicate. Tasks can be done. Also, we added a talk feature. So I'm going to test the talk feature, right? I'm going to test this talking feature. So now the COO, Chief Operating Officer, also has access to the playbook and coordinates our agents. Right, so now it's telling me these agents, these are the tasks that need to be done for this day or this evening. So let me just test. Were any tasks run this morning? See, it's awesome, right? This is a new feature that we added to the platform. Was any sales agents working today? But we was running a cold email campaign. Sorry, a cold sales campaign. So I believe leads were going into Discord. So what happened to the sales analysis agent? We was running a sales campaign. So what happened to the sales analysis agent? A plumbing complaint. A plumbing complaint. No, it's okay. So that feature just literally changes the game, right? I always forget a test switch, but I'm sure we was running the campaign today, right? Because I had leads going to my Discord. So I'm just going to clarify that. So let me go, and we're going to test this feature across the whole platform. So let me just go. This is a new feature, the browser setup, right? The browser setup. So sometimes some of our clients, we have to keep on asking them for permission. So instead of asking them for permission, we put a cookie on their browser, and then basically we sign in, and then we have at least 30 to 60 days access. So let me just see. Is the Persista browser working? Let me just ask it, right? I'm testing the whole platform. So how do we connect a website in the browser? No, I'm not seeing them. Where are they? I'm not seeing them. Where are they? So, this is a voice commander system that we've actually set up to communicate, which we've been testing, which is very interesting. So let me just go to this auto dialer campaign, because I believe a campaign should have been running. I'm going to go to the dashboard. Oh, I don't think it pulled it over. So let me just go back. I know what the issue was. Actually, let me just go to not. Let me auto refresh. This roofing campaign, literally. Now we should see, this is a campaign that we was running actually today. So yeah, literally. So let me just see now. Oh, there's an error. There is an error. There's actually an error. Let me just see the roofing campaign. Let me just vibe code this. Can you? There was an error here, so I am just seeing. Oh, there basically API has expired. Okay. We have an error on the roofing campaign. I've got an error message, something wrong. Why is that? So this this is what we are going to fix. Let me try and reload. Right. Because literally, let me just double check. These are some campaigns that we've been running. Actually, let me go back and see. So we have a little bug here. Which needs to be fixed. We're going to fix the update. Because I'm sure we was running the campaign in a sales dashboard, which would have stats of data of sales calls which took place, but definitely. So there's a little pending API issue error there, which needs to be fixed. So we're definitely going to fix. So this is what you see live on the platform happening. So yes, because here's the roofing campaign. Let me just go back here and see these leads, because the leads are coming here. Let me just see. Yeah, we have these campaigns coming. 2,000 calls made. Let me just see. I want to. I want to sort why, because I know this campaign was definitely running. Let me check these outcomes. So that campaign was running, which is got API that we have to sort out, we have to fix. So in the meantime, while that's happening, we'll log that. Let me just check. Yes. And also I want to test this agent on another. I wanted to see. I also had some questions from the general public, which I just wanted to answer. People have been asking me. So, first of all, let me just, while we just get that up, this is where we talk to the agents. This is where we talk to the agents. So, we have to optimize this because I want to see their daily feeds, daily conversations. So, but let's just keep on the agents why I see. So this is the current, what's actually happening in the AI world, right? It's been another busy week in artificial intelligence with developments spanning over infrastructure, geopolitics, enterprise adoption, and a race to build more capable AI systems. And these are some of the biggest stories, what's been happening now, right? AI infrastructure continues to boom. The AI boom is no longer about releasing better models. Now it's about building better infrastructure to empower them. This week, we had investors who are closely looking at earnings of companies like Alphabet because they're seeing much key indicators in AI spending, and organizations are now investing billions into GPUs, data centers, networking, and power infrastructure for the next generation of AI applications. I think basically now they're building data centers underwater because of the cooling method. Imagine that, building data centers. So this is a hint. Anybody who likes to invest in stocks, That's at the moment some of the hottest stocks are some of the data centers which are actually emerging in new innovative ways, right? Why does it matter? Because companies that control compute chips and cloud infrastructure are becoming as more important as building AI models themselves. So this is what I want to see. I actually want to see more countries from South America, like Mexico, countries like from Africa, get into the AI race. At the moment, we see Europe involved, we see China involved, we see America involved, but we need more competition from other parts of the world. And I definitely do say, right, Africa and North America as the future for AI. The reason why I say the future for AI, for example, Africa, 1 in 5 people in the next 5 to 10 years are going to be from Africa. And Africa has the youngest population, right? And South America is also growing, right? You know what I'm saying? Also, so much exciting things are actually happening. Let's look at becoming the geopolitical competition. Artificial intelligence is increasing and becoming a strategic national capacity. This is what I'm saying. As the AI conference was took place earlier in Shanghai, the Chinese president, right, outlined that China's ambition to become a global leader in promoting international cooperation through AI organizations that now introduce participant countries, right, announced the reflection of governments and how they see critical AI infrastructure alongside energy and telecommunications. And we've just seen let's look at this new model now. Kimpi, right? Kimpi K3 is exploding on this market, right? It has now been one of the top most leading models, right? And this is a Chinese model, open source, right? Which has exploded onto the scene, apparently, right? So we're going to be testing Kimchi K3 because its performances have been real good. It's have a 1 million token context window, right? Which before it started off like as a chatbot, but now this is a new evolution of this company, right? And it's tracking its head, just like what China said. This is a China model coming forward, right? So this is important. This is why I said it'd be good for other countries and continents to enter the AI race, right? So there can be a competitive playing field, right? AI native businesses are now moving from experimental into operational. Like what I was saying, what is an AI native business? One of the biggest trends that is necessary is new releases, right, of new business models, AI digital workforces. That's what I'm saying. Companies are now moving beyond chatbots, right? Are moving beyond assistance toward AI-powered workflows and AI-powered digital labor. This is why we built this platform. So if you want your business to grow and prosper in the next coming months, right, and be way ahead of the curve, you need to jump on the digital workforce, right? We have an intake every 30 days. We have a new intake, but this is where the future is. So at the moment, companies are automating research, planning, software development, customer support, finance, operations, and these are some agents that we actually build on our company. So this shift is creating many people to move from an ordinary company to an AI native organization. And businesses are being designed from the ground up to work around AI agents rather than simply adding AI tools into the process. This is where we are. So it's an interesting time, right? And why this matters is because there's a shift happening. And I want you to catch this shift. I want you to catch this shift. Just like when the internet started, those who were in the early wave of the internet, they made the most money. So this is the early wave of the AI digital workforce. I just showed you 60 plus agents working, right? An incredible workforce, right? Doing tasks. This is the future. This is the future of work, right? Now we look at governance, right? Governments are now playing the balancing act in innovation and safety. We saw the government of America, they put a halt on Sable, right? They put a halt on the latest version of ChatGPT before when it's announced, right? So we're seeing governments intervene, right, with the AI capabilities to improve. Governments are trying to encourage also innovation as well, right? And recent discussions, even within the UK, people are actually making decisions against policymakers, how AI can be adapted into the wide scale marketplace. So it's so important, right? So we're seeing so much stuff, things happen, right? So this is why I want you to get abreast and be on this new wave, right? And I love coming into the office every single day, right? And asking my chief executive operating officer, operating officer, what tasks need to be done today, right? This is a major game changer. So, like I said, here's a chief operating officer. I like to ask them what tasks can be done, and the AI agents go and they start assigning the chief executive or chief operating officer starts assigning roles to the designated missions that need to be done, right? So here's we're still working on this content machine, right? So we learned so much on the platform about, we know currency is key. So I mean, visibility is currency, shall I say, right? So this is a new creative flow that we're working. Now we know how we mastered our B-roll studio. We're trying to master, right, creating content specifically for e-com businesses, for UGC content. So this is a new this is what we're working on, literally. Avatars, right? So we just getting there. We're getting there. But our B-roll agent is on fire. That's working. Let me just go. So we're taking the learning developments that we actually learned from that B-roll agent, and we're bringing it into other aspects so we can create content at whim. Let me just get it up to show you. Yes, our B-roll agent. So literally, we just put our script here, what the platform generates. Once we do, we are gonna go through some previous. It starts to read the script and generates B-roll. So we've got talking head script. We've got all different types of. So this is working like, yeah, it's doing wonders for our B-roll. And also we can generate. If we don't like the B-roll, we can generate it. But actually, this is in beta mode. But we are. It's all our clients. We're producing great content with them. And also with our content agents, they are literally just changing the game because we're producing content at whim. Like, let me just bring up one of our content aces. I'm gonna go to this is in a workflow of agents, literally. So let me just go to run. I'm gonna go to our channel planner. Let me go to our channel planner. Our YouTube channel planner. I'm gonna open it up. Let me just go to scripts. Literally, we got scripts in production, right? These are all the scripts. This is just my account. These are all the scripts I've got ready to go, ready, fire, aim, right? Literally, right? And also, if I go into a hook library, I'm gonna choose one of those. These are all content ready to go, ready to shoot, right? And then we got a process where we just take that piece of content and then we split up long form content into 40 pieces of content. So the goal is like to hammer out 5,000 pieces of content to 10,000 pieces of content for our clients a year. Those people are willing to work maybe 20,000 pieces of content, right? That's a major dent in the marketplace, right? Yeah, I'm saying visibility is currency, right? So this is what we're aiming to do, right? So let me pull up a recent script. This is what we're saying, right? This is a new the divide won't be between the rich and the poor. It will be between the users and the non-users of AI. I want you to understand that as AI will not divide rich versus poor. I want you to understand it. It will be users versus non-users. And the shift is happening faster than most people actually realize. right now, there are business owners making an extra £50,000 a month using the exact same tools that Through have access to. And there's some making even more with AI agents and digital workforces. Hey. So yeah, literally, right? This is where we're at right now, right? And we've got different hook variations. We can choose promise, right? And let me just go to our expansion series. I like our expansion series because if content does well, right, we can actually expand it, right? And this is what the agent does, actually expand that piece of content into a longer series. So if I go to expansion series, 5 AI systems everybody needs, case studies, businesses that 10x. Yes. AI break to go high level by Sapia. Oh no. Yes. So basically, let me generate this script to show you. Right? It's just given this. So I'm just going to standard script mode. I'm going to do topic based. Keep all this the same. Don't have a script. I'm going to show you how we generate from the expansion scripts, right? And this is going to go. It's going to generate a whole nother script for us, right? So this is how the clients are able to like have maximum visibility, right? Because we're aiding them, and plus we have their business model. I believe Alex Amosi, right, took all these videos, right? I think he have over 500 to 1,000 plus videos, right? Took them all down, right? Took all the scripts, fed them to AI, and AI mastered. Look how much data he had. He mastered literally his flow, his pattern, his tonology, his knowledge, right? And is able to produce scripts and the whim, right? And we produce a similar system, right? So here's some of the questions, right? We've been asked, right? What are we actually building? Well, I was asked this question. We're building an AI native business platform where teams of AI agents work together to automate business operations. Instead of single agents or chatbots, you can have your own digital workforce deployed into your business, right? To do research, sales, marketing, run campaigns, right? And they all collaborate together, right? Why someone asked why 60 agents instead of one small really smart agent, right? So like this is a whole nother level, right? It's like how many people do you need in your company? Company's got a sales department, marketing department, product development. You've got all different departments, so you can't really assign all that to one specific agent, right? So specialized agents are better because they actually perform a special expertise in the area of domain, right? Like marketing, finance, legal, HR, engineering, right? And this is the reason why. Why do I need to code? Do you need to code? No. Our goal is to make a orchestrature and make AI workforces accessible to everybody in small businesses. So you can just come in there, fill in your playbook, right? And unlock the code and the capacity and have your own COO operate your business and have access to experience to a team of AI agents to truly understand your business, right? So the game is changing. It's slowly changing, right? Someone also asked me again, I explained this 3 times, what is an AI native company? Like I said, an AI native company is a company that's designed around AI from day one all the way up. Instead of hiring people to add software, AI native company has the whole AI infrastructure systems added to it. Why does every agent need a role? Like, let's just go back. Let's go back. Let me just go back to why every agent needs a role. Let me go to monitor, right? All these agents here, this agent just kicked into motion, right? Like we just seen, we just used it, right? It is working as we speak right now. So like it's gone to blue, right? So all agents need a role because they have specialized tasks. And sometimes we have, just in sales, we might have 3 or 4 tasks working together, AI agents working together, right? As a task force under a mission. So they are carrying out an area of expertise, just like how people do. Can small businesses benefit from this? Significantly. Imagine if you was just like a one-man business. This is where we're moving towards, a one-man, two-man business, right? With an army of agents that can be deployed in your business and your idea, right? Just imagine like a five-person startup also with 60 plus AI agents. Can you compete in the marketplace with other companies? Hell yeah. You definitely change the game, right? Which industries will benefit most? Well, with AI, all industries will benefit. All industries will benefit, right? All industries benefit, right? Healthcare, finance, education, manufacturing, real estate, legal, retail, marketing, software, government, any business with knowledge that can benefit, right? That's so important. Like right now, we're working on some other projects with clients that we've partnered with, right? In all complete different industries using the same method, because every industry will have, who had people working for them, will now have AI agents, right? That will assist them. What is orchestration? Orchestration is the management layer which is dedicated, or which decides what agents should work, when they will work, what they'll be assigned, what will happen, how the agents communicate, and how the results are combined. And that's why we have a chief operating officer to help and execute and make that decision, right? How do agents communicate? Well, they communicate through structured messaging, and the reporting through the playbook, the reporting to the COO, right? And like in the dashboard, they have their own channel to communicate, right? Can AI agents make a mistake? Yes, that's why we're always optimizing, right? I believe, I read it somewhere, like when Claude came out, I think, don't quote me on this, but during the war, Claude was used for the coordination of the bomb coordinations, right? And one of the coordinations were wrong, so apparently they hit a score, and that's because it wasn't checked by a human, right? But the data was provided by AI. So can definitely, right? If you can bomb a whole school, right, but based on error of coordination efforts, AI can definitely make a mistake. But you also always have to have a double check process. Definitely a double checking process, right? What is humans in the loop? Basically, it means humans remain responsible for important decisions. That's what it means, just like what I was saying. AI executes, humans approve. This is so important. Will every company eventually have an AI employee? Definitely, right? We are moving to the world of digital AI agents, a digital workforce, right? A digital economy. That economy is on its way. I want you to adapt. I want you to take heed. I want you to take action. I want to see how we implementing AI agents, right? This is going to tell you every company in the future will adapt to having AI agents and AI employees. What should people learn now? Well, some of the most valuable skills to learn now is AI literacy, prompting engineering, workflow design, critical thinking, systems thinking, data analysis, business strategy, AI governance, right? AI architecture and infrastructure, right? This all belongs to people who are going to direct AI. This is how we learn, right? So, as we come to a close for the 7th day of this stream, thank you for those questions, right? I hope you found it's like enlightened. We've got a few bugs to fix on our platform. Let me see. We're going to fix them, and definitely I shall see you on the next stream.